Alright guys, we're back with another update with Data Zero. So this one is crazy. So we're looking at a new technical setup for AMC. There's also huge bets on call options. So I'm going to be showing you the options chain. There's huge bets. I think there's an $83 million bet. Don't quote me on this. There is massive bets, but I think the exact number is $83 million on call options going into the money. So there's huge amounts of money going into AMC saying that this thing's going up. And I'm going to show you the technical setup on the chart. There's one that we've been following, sort of the double bottom setup, otherwise known as the George W. And we've been following that, and that taking us to the upside, and we still are on track with that. But I want to show you something that also is forming on the chart, as well as the consolidation, and I want to show you some other news as well. So we're going to go ahead and get into that, check out the charts, and tell you what's going on. We're going to talk about the technicals here, and I'm going to show you guys the new technical setup that I was talking about, and why that's important. And I'm also going to give you some more information about AMC that is bullish. So some of the things that we have going on here on the technical side is this George W, otherwise known as the double bottom. See, we came down, we hit this strong support zone, so it's very important that we hold this $30 level. And we do have a lot of support there. I'm not trying to put fear in anyone, but we do need to hold that $31 level. I'm not saying it could go below that and it's the end. I'm just saying it's a really strong support zone, and we should hold it. But as you can see, we bounced off that. Then we got a nice bounce off of it, and then we came back down, and then we got a nice, really nice bounce off of it. And that's what the consideration of a double bottom is. You come down hard, you get a good bounce, and then you come down again, and then you get a good bounce. So that's really testing this level, saying that, hey, the stock doesn't want to go below that point. Then you can see we had that good run up, and that went all the way up to the high 36s, so almost $37. And if we get past this $40 level that we've been stuck in between these two levels of support and resistance, if we get past that, like, the sky is the limit, because I think once we get past that, we'll shoot up into like the 45 to 55 level, and then once we get to there, we just need to move up to this $60, $61 level, where we had issues before. 64 seems to be more important, but also 61 as well. But once we get past that, we'll shoot up past all-time highs, way past 72, and then the sky is the limit. So the levels we're looking at is the $40 level that we have to beat. So the battle of 40, then the battle of 60, and then the battle to the moon. So that's exactly where we're going. As you can see, the technical setup that we were looking at all this time is still in play, but I want to show you this new technical setup that will have a lot of swing traders and day traders. I know that's not part of the movement, but it will help push the price up, and it will help get people looking at AMC, and that is always a good thing. So I just want to draw a trend line real quick to show you guys what I mean, and go ahead and use this, and bam. Now, don't think that the triangle means that that is the point that it's going to break out, like the end point of the triangle. But I did this to show you this bullish pennant that is forming. That you guys might remember, we had that huge bullish pennant, like the biggest bullish pennant of all time, way back on the daily chart. When we right here, this pennant here, where it consolidated and then got tighter and tighter and tighter, and then I believe they used algorithmic trading to pull us down. But let's continue real quick. We have this bullish pennant here from the big run up as our base, as our bull flag, and then it's consolidating, bouncing back back and forth in between these descending and ascending lines of support and resistance. So if we go ahead and zoom in, you can actually see that it's a lot more evident and a lot more clear. If we go ahead and move down to
lower time slot. As you can see, it's really respecting these descending and ascending support lines. And really, I could have drawn this line better. I just did that because that was the trend line that I was following for the uptrend. But we could have had several more touch points. But as you can see, we have this touch point, and then we have this touch point, and this touch point. You should have 2 to 3 touch points. And I do think we do need to see this develop a little bit more. I think we need to see a couple more days of consolidation and price action to actually confirm this as a true bullish pennant. But it looks really good, and it's going to definitely have some technical traders and swing traders looking at this thing, which could push the price through the roof. And as you can see, RSI is definitely low. As like right here in the 30-minute chart, we're down. The bigger time frames are what matter, but some people also look at the smaller time frames, so I guess it's all point of view. But as you can see, RSI is very low, so that's good for us as well. And we are looking great. So as long as the technicals on AMC, we're looking absolutely wonderful. So let's go ahead and check out the huge bet placed on AMC. I believe the number is $83 million in call options placed that to go in the money. So that's huge whales placing big bets saying, hey, AMC is going up. And as you can see, we have the short interest is still at 16%. It looks like 79 million total shares sold short. 16% of the float shorted. So that's our short interest for our updates as we know of now. Probably, or obviously Monday that will change, and Tuesday that will change, and we'll get different numbers. We can go ahead and check out Matt Core's channel or see if he has a posting. So yeah, 15.36 on the short interest, and 91.63 on the utilization, considerable increases. So that's looking good as well. So as you guys can see, we have a lot of things in play. We have the gamma squeeze factor in play. We have the technical setup in play. We have the short squeeze setup in play. There's so many plays here that people can get into. This thing is going to go to the moon. I'm telling you guys, this thing's going to go to the moon. There's just so many different types of plays going on that have different types of trader looking at this stock for different reasons. I mean, the apes know why we're looking at it, but we have day traders looking at it for the technicals, like that bullish pennant that's forming. We have people looking at it for the short squeeze. We have people looking at it for the gamma squeeze because of the call options. And I lost track, but back to the call options. There was a $83 million bet. Don't quote me on the exact number, but it was definitely in the double digits of millions. I believe 83 is the correct number though. And if we go over here to the call options chain, we can see that we have the 120 and 115 calls. Huge amounts of buys on these. Huge amounts of buys on these high call option strike prices. So people are thinking that AMC is going to go to at least $100. And as you can see, if we go down, the 80s and the 70s are even more, so at least $70, but people are thinking it's going to go to that. I have seen call options built out to 145, I believe, and I do believe people are purchasing them, and those call options are what can help cause a gamma squeeze, and then that will put more pressure on the shorts, which will make them cover, and then like if all of these things trigger at once, like say we get a gamma squeeze and then it triggers a short squeeze, like this thing, the price is this is gonna be something that we never seen before. And I just hope you guys are ready. Just hold your shares and get ready for this thing to take launch. Let's go ahead and just look at Reddit real quick before we run out and end the video. So let's see here, we have a little video. I don't know what this is. Doesn't seem to be working. Some memes, of course. Let's see if we have any interesting DD. But that seems to be it for the video. Like I said, if all these things play out, and we have all of these things in play, that is without a doubt, that is something that you cannot take away. That is fact. We have all of these technical setups in play. We have all of these short squeeze, gamma squeezes setups in play. This thing is going to go to the moon. We're consolidating nicely at this level here, between 36 and 40, and we are going to go see some more action, I believe, this week to the upside. So let's get ready and head to the outro. Peace.
All right, there you guys have it. The setup for AMC is ridiculous. This thing is definitely going to go to the moon. Of course, nothing in the stock market's guaranteed, but I believe this thing is going to go to the moon. And then you guys seen personally all of this technical setups. Let's not forget the call option bets, these huge, ridiculous high call strike prices. Why would market makers make these strike prices if they didn't think they were possible? Market makers don't make call option strike prices if they don't think that it can't be reached. So obviously there's people thinking it could be reached, and there's people putting their money where their mouth is, placing huge bets that this thing's gonna go to the moon. 145, 125, $100 a share, no problem. So remember, we just need to get past that $40 level, that $60 level, and then we're going to the moon. So all apes, just relax, stay chill, enjoy your day, and have fun. Keep trading, make money. Peace out.